Now we'll call our first time out.
Wait for it to make it 7 on 7.
You can tell she's not.
But we're definitely not pushing the game to start later. The game time is start.
Oh yeah, Johnny, time cap's at 7:50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith Chow, we've got Daniel Bamford-Clark, we've got Johnny Warren White, we've got Hamish Mitchell sitting down over there. We have Luke Meyer, Oscar Turnbull sitting on the bench where he belongs. We've got Bill Newen, Alec Little, Ferdy Ramadan, and then we also have Curtis Kleinig and Luke Victory.
So we've got a bit of wind tonight. It's kind of going across the screen. So I reckon we'll see some zone. The Flyers are starting out on D. The players are kind of arguing the game started a bit late, and did the game start late or did they East Force use their timeouts? I'm going to say the game started late. I go with the clock on the stream.
All right, that's Johnny Warren White with the pull. It's upwinds for the pull, so it's a bit short.
Here we go, Johnny.
All right, Joe to pick up.
Good.
Those are around.
All right, oh. Big bid there from Andy Badix.
So we've got Luke picking up the disc, quickly centering it to Paul. Sorry, Johnny. Johnny on the disc.
All right, a good catch from Hamish. Little bobble there in the wind.
Oh, wrong player. The Force moved pretty quick with the disc.
Yeah, smart D there. Staying in that lane.
Petrie puts that one up. There's two Flyers underneath it, and they've got the D. I don't know if you can hear what Oscar just said, but complimenting his own teammates.
Good, Johnny.
Look at that. It's Luke
Victory, yeah. Bringing in the
big
reserves. Johnny's going to have to jump, but there are just
Bit of a
3
pile up
players.
there.
Yeah. Too many of the other teams surrounding the disc. They had no chance there. So we've got Petrie with the disc. Goes to Baddix. He's got no one on the mark.
Yeah,
Heaps of
left
time.
isolated there. Dan in the underspace. Not used to seeing him down there.
No, normally he receives
Oh, he's
it
throwing
deep.
today.
Oh my God. Maybe he can handle.
And maybe he should have been doing it all season. Now,
Dan-
is that a drop from Andy Baddix, or is that just a cocky celebration?
I think it's just a cocky celebration. He didn't have it. I think he stopped rotation, but I would have held it a little longer before showing people he got the goal. Dan Roberts can throw. Oh my God.
Who
Normally,
knew, the man who can do it all.
normally you find him receiving the goal, not throwing the assist, but maybe the training camp on the weekend, they taught him how to throw.
Maybe.
So that is a point to East Adelaide Force. They don't still have, even though bringing in the reserves, they still don't have many players. They have a few crucial outs. They've got their captain, Lockie Agner, out. Tim Davis.
Is it Savage again tonight for the Force?
I'm trying to look. It
Looks like it might be.
looking at the
Oh
team
no,
list. No,
they
there's
have,
8.
They have
There's 8.
Rudy hiding away in the sideline over there.
Maybe he rocked up late. Looks like he's just warming up. Yeah, only 8 tonight. We're bringing in all their reserves, so not many legs. It's a little warm. Oh, we get a view of Rudy
There he is.
stretching. Look at the man, just warming up there. He's been away on holidays, so hasn't seen much
The
of
LeBron
him.
James of the Super League.
So we got both teams calling their plays at the moment. Wonder who's captaining or calling the plays for the Force with their captain not here. They do have a lot of experience, so they're in capable hands.
I'd expect a big upwind pull here from Joe.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Nice float there.
Inside, out, bit of float,
Good run down from the Force as well.
and they catch the pull. We've got Luke
Sling
looking,
stuck.
dumps it to Oscar, flick to Curtis Kleining, looks behind for the dump. Back to Oscar. Oh, that was so close. Nearly Ted. Johnny with the disc, sentence to Oscar. Beautiful undercut by Hamish. Sol was just not on his player. Looking for a cut, nothing happening.
Oh, floaty. Not what you
Oh.
want with Dan Roberts in the area. Oscar, one of the few players who can compete with Dan athletically.
Oh yeah, 100%. Dan can run and jump, but Oscar can do the same. I reckon they compete. Oh my God.
Good second bid there from Bill.
Couldn't get his hands on the second attempt for that one. A quick pick up from Baddix, flick,
Oh, and
then,
a beautiful
oh,
mac on there from Dan.
I was going to say that was nearly an assist from Dan, the little mac on to Sol, but Sol just wasn't in and then passed it back to Dan. So that's now 2-0. East Adelaide Force in front. We're meant to be updating the manual scoreboard as well. Can't multitask. Haven't seen any zone yet, just been match. I reckon especially the Force, if they start to get tired, we'll throw on some zone. Rudy still hasn't gone on the field, warming up with some throws with a person playing in the next game. His team looks like they might need a sub, but busy warming up. So we've got Ted holding the disc, waiting for the Flyers to call their line.
Expect a big outside in pull here. They'll be battling in the back of the end zone with that upwind.
It's a bit windy. Last week wasn't too bad. The week before, it's really hit and miss here in Adelaide, but we do like playing with some wind because we don't get it often, and wherever we go to compete, there's always wind. So we take any opportunity. Oh my God.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
That's so beautiful. Or is it just going to land out?
Or veteran leave there from Oscar Turnbull.
Can't really see how far that out was from the end zone, but that was nice shape.
And he's going to walk it up to the brick mark there.
So we got a horror from the Force. Oh, Flyers, sorry. Luke, the disc.
Oh, big floaty one. Well taken by Bambi.
Jumps but catches it at his chest.
Oh, brave short flick there.
Hamish has to take that one at below his knees. Quickly back to Luke. The flick. But just the wind got that one. Ted got the D
You're
there.
going to see a lot of floaty discs tonight, I imagine.
100% with this wind. Or is that going to go out the back? Too much juice on that one, like the pool they just saw. So looks like Bambi's going to go pick up the disc.
He's got the long walk back up.
Now they're putting on a vert, changed from their horror.
Yeah, looks like a match set up from the Force as well.
Got Curtis deep of the stack. He's probably going to cut first. Undercut straight away from Curtis. Looked off.
And that's Luke Victory on the far side.
It looks like
and a pick is called.
Pick called. Do it again.
If I'm not mistaken, is this Luke's first game of the season?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, good to have the reserves out for the last game of the season. See some new players out.
Oh, just couldn't make that one. Fell a little short of his player.
And an interesting play from Hamish Mitchell there to stop the disc rolling and give the Force a short field offense.
Good bid by Bambi.
Oh, close there from Santi. He's got a long range on that layout. Big levers to the man.
We had two bid layouts, one for D for Bambi and then from Santi to try and get the goal. So now we've got Oscar picking up the disc. I reckon they'll might try and force them to this hard no rounds to the sideline.
I wouldn't be surprised to see OT just jack this one. Get it out of that downwind corner.
Beautiful quick swing by the Flyers. Moved quickly to get it on the other side of the field. Oh!
Ooh.
I think there might be a call there.
Yeah, possibly a foul.
Having a discussion.
Looked like he barged through that back shoulder to get that one.
It's good that he held the disc. It's better to practice catching your Ds, but maybe try and make them a little cleaner next time. We might get a replay of this.
I'll have a look after.
Hamish looked off, passed to Luke, to Curtis, couldn't grab that one. Tried to grab it one-handed as he was keeping running.
The long arms of Santi.
Yeah, pressure from
just
Santi.
Too much there. Is Dan going to throw it again?
Is this another assist from Dan Roberts?
Put him in the handler space. Why has he been downfield all season?
When he can throw these, that's the second. I reckon that's basically nearly identical throw from his first assist. And then that's 2 assists and a goal for him so far.
Not bad.
Having a good game. Oh. So Rudra's now ready so they can get a sub.
Ooh, just about kept that one off the ground there. Sam Kaon.
So it's now 3-0. East Adelaide Force up. If you haven't watched the game by now, so the winner was last week. It was East Force versus Southside Riptide.
East Adelaide Force against Southside Riptide, yes.
Riptide came with the win, won the league. Congratulations, Riptide. They still got a game later. And then the other game, which just decided the wooden spoon, the Titans took that one. They're also playing. So they're playing the winner of the league. The winner is versus the loser of the league last game. That wind is not going away, picking up. It's normally worse the first game.
Yeah, I'm hoping that dies down before my game later.
So both teams look like they're
Joe
ready.
on the upwind pull looks like he's claimed responsibility of upwind pulls today.
Throws an inside out. Makes it near the brick mark, in the middle of the field. Oscar picks it up slowly. Quick to Luke. Back to Oscar. The flick huck goes to Bambi, but just went over his head. Little fast, didn't read that right. I don't think the connection was there.
Yeah, probably a bit trigger happy on that one. He's seen Dan doing it, so
that nearly exact same throw
gotta try
again.
and replicate it.
That outside in flick on the far sideline to that end zone. They try and one-up each other. Love a little friendly competition. They're all teammates throughout the single-gender season, but then when they play Super League, they can bring out the friendly competitiveness.
Well, those two particularly are going to be teammates for Goannas coming up
That's right.
this year. Off to Spain.
Very exciting. And then we've also got Jack Donaldson and Kaido in the Blue Bottles, the mixed team, also off to Spain. So very big congratulations to those SA representatives. Very excited and we're proud of you. So
Yeah, we'll be having some SA watch parties,
oh, 100%.
I imagine, for those games.
I don't know how bad the time zone difference is. Hopefully it's not too bad. But I'll watch it anyway. I'll wake
Some
up.
good quick give goes there.
On the huck up to Ted.
Oh, great D there from Johnny to take that front space.
Beautiful positioning by Johnny and just got that arm up in time and just tapped it away. See a replay of that. He was lagging behind a little bit, but just still read that disc perfectly. We've got Oscar picking up the disc. Looks like a Horo. Oh, beautiful. So we had the one under and the one deep. Didn't get thrown to, went to Luke. I think Luke wants to put it
Quite
long.
cramped in there.
They're in the other team's end zone. Got to be very careful here.
A cheeky poach attempt there from Ted. Almost got himself the D.
Back to Johnny in the middle of the field. There's a lot happening, but not a lot of stuff that's actually on that they can throw to, but there's a lot of movement going on. Still in the end zone. Luke looking to try and make some ground. Throws to Keith. Yelling cuts from the handler space. Gonna have to read that. Oh, great positioning.
Great D there from Dan. Is that a third assist for him?
He has either got the goal or assist. He's got three assists and a goal.
3 assists and a goal.
And they've got 4 points. He's done something. He's contributed to the goal in all 4 points they've got. What a game he's having so far. Definitely was the training camp. Not even tired from it, it looks like. Maybe they didn't work hard enough.
Oh, that man does not tire.
He's a running machine.
He has broken multiple fitness programs so far this season in our pre-season for Outbreak.
Oh, because you guys do the Cooper's test? Cooper's whatever that's called, the 12-minute where you run as far as you can in 12 minutes?
We have done that one. Dan...
Is he the leader?
By
far?
by some distance. I think he cracked 3.4 kilometres
Oh my
in the 12
Lord.
minutes.
Who's next after that? What's the next distance?
Oh, I'd like
3,
to
I
probably
think.
just over 3, yeah.
Wow, so he's got like 300 metres in that 12 minutes. So it's 4-0. He's forced up, so still on D. The Flyers need to convert soon, otherwise the game's going to start going out of their hands. Oscar calling his line.
The experience of Oscar and Johnny putting in some wise words of wisdom to the line.
Hopefully can bring some energy so they can get a point on the board.
And Ted's not going to make it easy for them with another massive pull.
And I think that actually
and
landed...
plenty of time to set up there.
I think it actually landed in and then rolled out the back.
Yes, they'll be walked up to the front of the end zone.
So good.
But the Force have plenty of time to set up.
Oh, the kids picked up the Frisbee. New generation of Frisbee players. I'm pretty sure the cricket kids.
All right, Luke jogs it up.
Wasting no time there.
Got Sol on the mark.
Again, we've got a Horo from the Flyers. I don't think that's going to...
Yeah, not surprised to see that. Get it out of that upwind.
Didn't quite reach Bill for that one. A bit of a slower turn. We've got Petrie going to pick up the disc with Kleining on the mark. They're forcing the far sideline. Centers to Ted.
Ooh.
Oh, great grab by
Bit
Battix.
there, Bambi.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Could not hold on to that one. Had to launch his body a little bit, but still went for the clap catch. Oh, no.
Double turn there.
They both tried to clap catch it and both did not succeed. Oh, that was
my word, what a high release.
Oh, couldn't make that one. That was so quick from Petrie. Picking up the disc, quickly flicking it to Sol near the back of the end zone, but
Just out of reach.
just out of reach and nearly ran out of space. So we've got Luke picking it up. They've gone for the vert. Hamish is cut very... Oh,
Ooh.
that's a turn. Off, he gets an assist.
Not another one. Surely not.
That's
He's done
another
it.
assist.
It's 5. He could be on for a record here tonight.
So that's 4 assists and a goal
That is 4 assists and a goal.
for Dan Roberts. What a game he is having.
And a D as well, actually.
And does everything. Can
He
throw.
did put a drop in there at that point, though.
Yep.
He's just going to blow back over. Actually can't.
Yeah, just because it's so close. It's a bit hard. I see that.
So the force still on D. Flyers need to ideally score before only 3 points away from half. So hopefully they get a couple of points before half. Otherwise, this game is looking very much so out of their reach.
Downwind point here should make it a little bit easier for them. Andy's taken the upwind pull this time. It's been away for a few weeks, so could be a little bit rusty.
But he is now back. Battix played on his trip. I don't know where he travelled, but he travelled in his caravan. He made a special stop and played for Trojan at Div 2 Mixed Nats. Really good. Just such an amazing handler. And as a deep receiver myself, I just love playing with him. And he also did all our pulls as well.
As a deep receiver, I've played a few tournaments with Andy Battix, and he really is your best friend as a receiver.
He knows.
Does not need 2 invites to throw to you. That could be coming our way.
That's nearly coming to us. Nearly a catch from the cameraman.
That was worth the job.
Should have laid out for it. Maybe we should have laid out for it. Oscar with the disc.
Oh, he's put it over the top and around the stack
Johnny?
to Johnny.
Oh, beautiful.
What a throw.
Quick point.
Uses the wind there and just sets the edge just so that it pushes it round.
Proud of that one. And rewards himself by going off. I think he really needs to probably stay on. I think he's got the capacity to lift the team.
Insider knowledge, he's told me he's only playing 0 points tonight. Bit tired from his training camp, I think.
The first 5 points were 0 points, so that would have been a little unfortunate. So this is the first point off. Hopefully Flyers can get a couple in a row now. Let's see if they can get a break, but the Force will be going downwind. They have been having no problems scoring so far this game.
Dan Roberts just has his iron for that downwind flick.
Oscar's been his matchup for the first couple of points, so now Oscar's off. So I wonder who's going to go on Dan Roberts and see if he'll capitalise on that matchup. So we've got Johnny.
I probably expect Bambi to maybe take control. Bambi or Johnny to take that that Dan matchup.
Dan's in handler space. Maybe Bambi needs some height against him. So Johnny in the deep space, but he's been playing more in the handler utility space today, so it's a bit hard.
He's on the disc. Good.
So we've got Sam picking up the disc.
Good.
There we go. Yeah, Johnny has taken that Dan matchup.
As soon as Roberts goes in the deep space, you need to put someone tall on him if you don't have someone who can jump.
He will punish you, yeah.
So Rudy's in the handler space. Cut up the line.
Massive throw that.
Oh my.
Oh? Nah, sailed right over. I thought Dan had that.
Tried to go to Dan Roberts, but lost it. Space, went straight out the back of the end zone. It's happened quite a lot so far this first half. Players underestimating how much this wind is just pushing it when they're throwing downwind. It's just going straight out of the back of the end zone. So we got the Flyers doing Horo again. Johnny in the middle of the field with the disc. Short one to Hamish, but couldn't grab onto that one.
A little bit bladey.
Roberts has got it front of the end zone.
Another assist.
Jesus. That's the second also Dan taking it at the front of the end zone and throwing it to Baddix. He seems to just be near the disc, picks it up, quick about it. So it's 6-1. I'm just looking forward to seeing these stats for all the we're not doing fantasy this season, but Dan's fantasy points this game would be pretty good.
Pretty high so far,
Pretty high. 5 assists and a goal and a D. So pretty stat heavy on this game.
Yeah, just a little bit bladey, that flick from Johnny to Hamish made it a bit difficult to pick up.
Kind of just curved and dropped in front of him. Just died. So Oscar back on O point. We'll be going downwind on O, so hopefully they can do a quick point like they did the other one. So we've got Baddix again doing the upwind pull. Just got that experience to know how to throw in these type of conditions. I was going to take some photos in the second game, but I was looking back. I took some photos last week, and the game, the later game, the lighting ain't so good, so maybe I'll try and sneak some in this game. Team's taking a while to do the discussion.
Yeah, slow line calls this. One might think it's the Titans playing today.
It's been 25 minutes and we have had 7 points. So the points themselves are going quick, but the time in between them, I would say, is a little long.
Oh, and that is 0 for 2 from Andy Baddix on the upwind pulls. Seems he has gotten rusty.
Forgot how to pull while he was away. Hopefully he can relearn for regionals coming up in Bendigo. Mountain are going to that to qualify for Div 1. Oh, beautiful by Oscar declining.
Oh, well read from Curtis there.
Takes that one 2 hands. Oh, Oscar happy with that one. Congratulating his teammate for catching his flick huck.
Yeah, he made Curtis work for that one there. Ted's a smart defender.
Ted's body positioning, really good. Very experienced player. He's tall, he can jump, and he can read the disc, but Curtis
got a
is
little
also
bit lost there.
Curtis can also jump and run. Not as experienced as Ted, I believe, but still can read the disc pretty well. So we got Flyers on D with the force going downwind.
All right, who's going to be Dan's end zone puppet for this point?
Oh.
6-2.
6-2 or something.
That's it.
5-2, 6-2.
6-2.
They're having a score check. When I can't update our thing, the wind's too windy for our manual scoreboard here. So we've got Oscar with the disc in hand, getting ready to pull. Hands are up. And disc is up.
Signature grunt there from OT. Maximum effort.
Oh, just out. I reckon not even a metre.
And another grunt of disapproval as it lands out of bounds.
He
is his biggest critic, Oscar.
Oh, yeah. He puts so much effort. Like, you can full on hear his grunt every time he pulls. It's like a tennis player. So we've got Petrie with the disc.
Antibiotics going deep. Oh, is it just over him? No, well read.
Nearly had that one. Pressure D by Hamish. Didn't really touch it, but he just on the back of him. Pressure was there. Baddox knew he was nipping on his toes.
The excuses are coming out.
Was he blame it on the sun or too windy?
Was it the sun? Was it the wind?
The throw, anything other than him. So we've got Luke.
Was it the holiday beers? Who knows?
A great one-hand grab by Oscar.
Good under there from Keith.
Bambi looks for the long, not on. Good under by Bill. The flick to declining, but it might not make it. Ted can jump. So Ted takes that one. To Petrie. To
Dan
Roberts.
in the underspace again. He's going to dribble.
Oh.
What
Beautiful.
a throw. Creative, some would say.
Inside out. I didn't expect him to throw that.
I don't think anyone expected him to throw that.
The field didn't. They didn't know where the disc was. I think they lost it in the air. I don't think anyone expected it to fly that way, but he's kind of working with the wind there. Bit of replay. So the quick to Dan, quick back to Petrie, and the
he
backhand.
saw the space and he had the throw to get it there. So
Backhand inside
fair
out
play.
into the bread basket.
Easy catch there for Sam Kayon.
That's now 7-2, I believe. And yeah, another downwind point scored. Update our manual scoreboard. So again, Baddox with the upwind pull. Luckily the wind is making it cool down. Adelaide's been a bit warm. I think it was low 30s. Team's just still having the discussion.
More slow line calls here.
Bird on the field. We got the women playing their kind of version of Super League in the background.
It looks like Andy has conceded upwind pulling duties.
I didn't even see how that happened. Too focused on the bird.
We'll see if that decision pays off.
Oh, tricked the team. Thought he was going to throw it, but actually getting into position. Puts his arm up and now does his run up. The inside out.
Much more like it.
And nearly lands front of the end zone, middle of the field. Luke picks it up quickly to Oscar. To the other Luke. Looks for the flick.
Big
Huck
put.
to Johnny, but Roberts is there.
Oh, well boxed.
Oh my God.
Johnny, get tall.
Oh,
And Hamish Mitchell in the right place at the right time.
what a beautiful grab by Johnny. He just had read that disc. Even though he had the behind space, he just genetically gifted in being taller.
Yeah, that looked like for all money that Dan had boxed him right out of that.
It did look like Dan had position there.
Johnny
but
finding that extra bit of space, that extra bit of height.
I saw a little elbow there. But, yeah, no. Can't teach height. And just grabbed it one hand over the head of Dan Roberts.
Dan will not be happy with that one.
Hopefully he'll be firing next point. Oh, beautiful. We've got family on the sideline watching.
Come to celebrate Ben Foley, Super League winner.
He's been away the last couple of weeks. I think in America, or somewhere in America, I believe. United States somewhere. Got back recently.
Yeah, he's been watching the streams from on his trip.
Thanks to ULTI.TV, live and free on YouTube, so that our players travelling can watch the stream and any other people interested. Beautiful pull.
What a pull there from Oscar.
Again, kind of landing in that same spot.
Oh, Andy wants to put it.
To Rudy. There's a call directly in front of us. Oscar's calling the offensive foul
on this.
On Rudy. I don't really have a perspective, even though it's right in front of me. I don't know if we'll get a replay. We got a replay and we got players behind us. So we're looking at the offensive D from Rudra.
Oh.
Didn't look.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably same time.
Looked like the same time.
We've got Oscar. We've got the two players involved in the call looking at this. Both trying to attack that underspace.
Same. Yeah, we'll call it same time. Retracted.
So the players are calling same time. Tracted call.
Making use of the sideline commentary screen.
I love how we can do this. I've never had the opportunity to do this in a Frisbee game I've played, but it's actually sometimes really helpful. Oh, the quick one to Petrie. Rudy running along and letting everyone aware of it.
Oh, some big poachers there.
Across the field to Ted. Mark not to be seen until the very end.
And a stall one huck there from Ted.
Bit Blady. Nearly again ran out of space, gone to the back of the end zone. I think they think the end zone's deeper than it actually is. So the Flyers will go pick that one up. There hasn't been a break upwind in a while, so Flyers need to get this one. Otherwise, it will go to half if the Force get the D and then convert. So ideally, to keep the Flyers in this, they need a couple more points before half and build that momentum. So undercut.
I'll be sitting very far under on this this upwind. Very difficult to hit that over the top.
Again, couldn't just fall short of the player, couldn't just make it.
Yeah, the Flyers just struggling to get off that end zone line on the upwind.
And
Ooh.
Dan Roberts.
And that is half.
And that is half. It's another goal to Dan Roberts. He might have not contributed to one of the points, or maybe he did, but that's...
I think he might have.
It might be 6 assists and 2 goals, or 5 assists and 2 goals. It's one or the other. What a first half by Dan Roberts, and what a first half by the Force. They don't have many subs this evening, but they look fresh and they look like they have the momentum, and they look like they're going to keep moseying along this game. So we've got half, and we'll see you after this short ad break. And we are back from half. The two team chats were really completely different. I went over to the Force and had a little chat with them. Super chill, didn't have really much strat talk, just basically keep going. Then the Flyers were just more about playing this game, forgetting about just like the rest of the league, and basically trying to think about how the game kind of restarts now, clear your head, come out firing after half. 6 points down, bit of a mental battle there. It's hard not to get too hard on yourself. So they do come out on O on downwind. So hopefully they can convert this one and then build a bit of momentum. But it seems like a bit of a struggle the last couple of points to get that upwind break.
Yeah, it's a difficult task to find inspiration when you're
6 points down.
Yeah, 6 points down, but I think the gist of the team talk was just sort of a think about yourself and sort of have pride in what you're doing, challenge yourself, and yeah, push yourself right to the end. Finish the season strong and happy with what you've done.
Even though this game doesn't really mean much, you can still make it mean something to you. So I think that's kind of what they've trying to do this second half. So we've got Luke with the disc in the middle of the field. Baddox did a straight up force to try and stop the huck, which has been happening a lot downwind. And just, I don't know if that one came off right. Bit low, and just did not make it.
Yeah, seems like the Flyers have given the full reins for green light Frisbee down on the downwinds.
We've got Petrie picking up the disc with Keith on the mark. And he goes up for the upwind to Santi, and Bill kind of just curved away from Santi there, and he had to start actually backtracking.
Yeah, just pushed himself a bit far under the disc there. Oh, Oscar's going to put that.
Putting that up. It's 2 on 2. Bambi or Keith.
Read it best.
Oh my God. Great grab by Bambi. One-handed. That man can jump. Don't underestimate his height.
I read that better than the rest of the pack there.
Went straight over the pack, and Dan was like, "Thank you very much. I'll take that one." So that's a downwind score for the Flyers.
And Oscar has again rewarded himself with a break. No defense today.
Might get a replay of this. Who threw the assist? It's probably Oscar. Yeah. The flick huck from Oscar. Yeah, a whole pack just doesn't read that except Dan. He's like, I'll just keep running at the back of the pack and then grab it over everybody.
You could argue that was good play from Keith, sending the defender under. Not sure if that went through his head or not.
Well, so he'll probably admit it. He'll probably say it was intentional to kind of lure his defenders into the space the disc wasn't going to fall. Bit of mind games there, but yeah, no, great teamwork because it did give Dan the space to jump.
Give him an uncontested catch. Another long talk here.
We've got Johnny going to do the pull, explaining something. Still the downwind on O.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break, this one.
The Flyers will need a lot of breaks to come back in this game, and unfortunately the first one has to be upwind, and this just has not really happened so far. Did at the start from the Force, but hasn't actually really happened since the 30.
First 2 points.
Yeah, no, hasn't really happened much, so be interesting to see if it can. Made it probably halfway. The pull made it halfway down the field, so they probably won't call a brick. They'll take it from the sideline. They are going downwind. That flick outside in from that sideline seems to be working pretty well. It's probably most of the assists thrown to that end. And they're forcing that way, so would not be surprised if he goes for the flick huck
Big back to Andy.
Goes for the inside flick,
Another
but goes the
back.
round.
Good force. Good ground gained by the Flyers there.
Goes to Ted. To Sol Gunston.
His soul. I'd love to see him throw this.
Oh,
Hamish Mitchell, what a bid!
great bid by Hamish. Didn't touch him very clean, but might have got a finger to the disc.
That is beautiful.
And he recovers so quickly.
I don't think it matters if he got a touch on that. In my mind, that is Hamish's D.
Yeah, 100%. 3 points for Hamish. Got the disc now. Let's see what he can do with the throw. Sandy.
Good save there from Johnny.
Sandy
Hamish does not deserve the negatives after that.
Sandy had a tap on that, but couldn't get it.
There we go. They've got that upwind break. That is huge.
That is an upwind break. So that is a huge one for the Flyers. What a great point.
Well earned there from Hamish Mitchell.
Huge bid by their teammate for that layout D. And then just, rallied together. Beautiful put by Johnny to Keith get the goal.
Good heads up there from Johnny to keep an eye on the disc and track it for that knock on.
So now the Force are upwind. This is the Flyers' opportunity to hopefully
get a break back.
Oscar's got the disc in hand.
Sounds like he's telling them to mark under, challenge the Hucks and let them sit and chase it.
It's really all you can do when it's windy. Best gameplay, force them under.
Yeah, the Hucks upwind and this will not come far and they will come slow.
I heard you need to be under of your player.
Yeah, I heard straight up there.
So maybe
that's a smart play.
Maybe they'll be forcing them to throw deep. So if you stand under your player, force them to throw deep, and then because it will hang longer, gives more players time to get to that contest. So
straight up, they'll be forcing the big throws to come wider and with more edge, so it makes it a lot more difficult in this, especially in this wind. Though with the big throwers that Force have, I wouldn't put it past them from being able to make space and throw it anyway.
Oh, great one-handed grab.
Yeah, there's an out call there.
They might say that
is
out.
Close.
Don't have a line here or the cones. Bambi is calling out.
I think it's been retracted.
Retracted, disc coming in on 0.
There you go, Sam takes the disc on that corner. Oh.
We're getting very close to the sideline. Kind of cram it down there. Didn't have the shape to come back into the field.
This could be massive for the Flyers here.
Oscar with the disc. Just to Luke. Looking for the continuation for the swing, but no one there. Back to Oscar.
Well, Stack's a bit deep here.
Oh, very, very lucky there. Santi nearly could have got the D on that one. Back to Oscar.
Johnny has just sat himself in the end zone, waiting for that.
Oh, he is so free. No one was there. I think the Force realised he was back there by himself, and they are going downwind. That flick outside in seems to work downwind. Oscar happy with that one.
Let's have a look, see.
Good to see your teammate completely poached in the end zone. Oh, so much space, so much time. Defender nowhere to be seen. Beautiful grab.
This looks like Ted was trying to challenge him to throw that one. And Oscar rose to the challenge.
So it's now 8-5. So the Flyers are coming back. They've got the last 2 points. Oh, soccer ball. Get that out. Replace it with a Frisbee. Start them young.
It's not a Frisbee.
Yeah, not a Frisbee.
4 thumbs down.
Start them young. So we've got Oscar with the disc in hand. So they'll need another upwind break, which has been proven difficult, but they did do it 2 points ago, so...
Yeah, anything is possible. It's a game of swings. Pun intended.
And it was 6-0 at one point? Or
it was 6-0, yeah.
Yeah, so for now being 8-5, Flyers have done well to bring it back. Maybe that halftime talk has lit a little fire in the Flyers. So we've got the hand up, the 4 signaling they're ready. And the disc is up.
It's a great pull. Lots of time for them to run down, although none of them seem to have bothered. Smart play there from Sam to run through that disc and take the mark completely out of the game.
Yeah, I don't think the mark even realised he was going to run through and quickly throw that.
He's worked his way back to the handler space.
Faked the hammer to Baddix.
And Dan Roberts just in the end zone.
Surely not. Oh my God. That's another goal for Dan Roberts.
Yes, business as usual.
Just talking to them on the halftime break, and they don't know if it was also 5 assists, 2 goals. Now it'll be 3 goals, or they don't know if it's 6 assists. So,
well, Oscar will go back and do the stats for that later. 9-5? Yep.
Had a score check from Oscar Turnbull, Flyers captain. Downwind points are going exceptionally quickly. Beautiful cut by Roberts. Trying to fix our manual scoreboard here. Wind keeps tipping it over. Hopefully that doesn't damper the fire in the Flyers at the moment. I think they got 2 in a row. Well, they've got 3 since half time, so come out pretty firing.
Yeah, they've definitely found a second gear from that first half.
Hopefully that didn't get them down. You're not going to get every break, so it's okay. And still a fair bit of game left. So we've got Petrie with the disc. Seems to be players trying to do a inside out pull. Yep, the inside out, and it lands in the brick mark.
Dropped pull.
That is a drop pull. Very unfortunate for Luke Myers. This
Happens to the best of us.
This might be, if the Force convert this, it'll be very good for them. Goes back to Petrie, back to Baddix.
I expect patience from them here.
Back to Petrie. I'm just looking for Dan Roberts here. Where is he? Is he going to throw the assist or get the goal?
Oh, beautiful
inside to Ted.
Oh, good pick-up, Sol.
This time it's Sol Gunston with the goal. Oh no, a pick.
A pick has been called. Oh, it's a shame. He didn't have a play.
His teammate on the sideline hoping it was a goal, but a pick has been called, so we'll do it again. Back to Baddix, and Rudra gets the goal.
That's a robbery, that is.
In my heart, that was Sol's goal. I didn't really watch the replay, whether I think that was a pick or not.
Not a big fan of the pick rule.
I have personally never... I've been playing very long, but I've never called one. I've been involved in a lot. Some people like to call them a lot. And they can be quite subjective, I believe.
Oh, they're great to call when you do get burnt, but...
Be like, great cut, but pick.
Still does feel sort of like cheating.
It's when players purposely do it. So when the offense purposely runs between the defenders to stop you, but like sometimes it's an accident and it's hardly there and the picks are still called. But it is part of the rules, so all in their right to do it. Just can sometimes hurt for the people it's called against. That poor goal. So we got Petrie with the disc. Got some communication between the two teams. Petrie's like in another postcode from his team right now. Standing pretty far away. Have to zoom out to get them all in the shot there. He's just by himself, getting ready to pull the disc.
Big wind up.
They are going downwind for this pull. A huge run up result and a huge pull, but that might be going out.
Too big a run up.
Bring back Maddox.
Just too much on that one, and the shape just brings it out to the left of the end zone. So we've got Keith going to go walk and pick that one up.
Has he bricked that? I assume he has.
Haven't seen the signal, but I think it's a brick.
Yeah, looks like he's walking up to the brick mark.
Then we got the classic Horo for the Flyers going upwind. So we'll see an under and a deep from the two middle.
Bit of a new handler space for the Flyers, this looks like, with Luke, well, the Lukes and
Lukes.
Keith there.
We've got Keith with the disc.
Oh,
Hamish running long.
that is a beautiful put. Oh,
Jumped pretty
just
early
misread
there.
it a little bit there. Almost made up for it with his jump, but
Jumped very
just ran himself
early.
under it a touch.
Got stuck under it, then had to jump early because couldn't really get to that one in time. Dropped pretty fast too. So we've got Baddox with the disc.
Pick there.
Looks like Flyers are forcing straight up to try and stop those hucks downwind. Baddox is probably the most dangerous thrower on the Forces team. So we had two under options.
It's difficult to call who their most dangerous thrower is. They've got
they got
also got
Petrie.
Ted, they've got Petrie, Sam Kayon on the bench at the moment.
Oh, they just got too many. Oh,
Santi's got some good hucks on him as well.
I don't know if Ted was even really looking at the Frisbees that was going there. Moving pretty fast. Flyers are on O. We had
Good pick up.
Curtis to Bambi. Bambi to Luke.
Oh, what
Luke.
a put. Just gives them plenty of time.
Oh, beautiful. Happy. Oh,
the
backflip.
backflip is out.
The
It was
backflip
only a
celebration.
matter of time till we saw that one from Hamish.
Do a backflip, as captain says.
I think we're owed another one for his D as well.
OT.
That's a great grab, one-handed grab by Luke. And beautiful put, just sat there, easy for Hamish to catch. And then, beautiful
go.
form on that backflip too. It's come off. Give himself a rest after that point. Well deserved.
He's burnt himself out with the backflip
backflip.
shenanigans.
Too far, too far.
Run out of energy.
So we now got so Flyers are on D. Force have to go upwind. Good opportunity to Flyers to try and get a break, and it's 10-6. The game's not completely out the Flyers' hands. I thought it was nearly gone before halftime, but they are slowly clawing themselves back into this game. And
6-0 to 10-6 is a pretty good fight back.
pretty good fight back. And it's happening in like small stints too. They get like 2 or 3 in a row. Force get 1, 2 or 3 in a row. So pretty good fight by the Flyers. So Oscar with the disc in hand to pull. Gets to pull downwind. Let's see if he can keep this one in the field. The wind has kind of dropped a little bit, but as I say, that's probably going to pick up.
Massive pull there.
Very high, so hopefully that stays in. Oh, it is in. Front cone of the end zone. Flyers running down. Looks like there's a horror going on.
Bit of a zone look there, I reckon.
Oh, our first zone point of the match. Surprised it's waited this long.
Oh, that looked like a travel, I thought.
Very bladey. First zone point worked pretty well. They did get the D, but they do have to start all the way down there.
Can Keith jump?
Just
too high for him.
A little too high for Keith. Sam gets that one to Petrie. Rudy's so free.
Calling the poach. Look at him.
No one to be seen on him. Finally gets a mark on him. There's another poach down there. Where's the Flyers player?
Yeah, Flyers happy to let that backwards one off.
Oh, is it?
Dan Roberts under that.
Oh my God.
Unlucky. Not much you can do with the Dan Roberts flying through the air.
I love it. It just nearly like jumps around people. Beautiful grab. So that's now 11-6 to the Force. Might get a replay. I think one of his players were under it, and then they were just like, "No, you can have it."
Yeah, Rudy waiting under it,
like,
but
no, you can have it.
No, sir, that is Dan's disc every day.
He was like, I know who's going to get this. He kind of just jumps over his own teammate and their fellow defenders to get the goal on that one. Still having a huge game, Dan Roberts. And I would say Oscar's probably been very instrumental for the Flyers as well. His flick hucks have got most of the goals. So they're now, Flyers are up window. We've got Ted ready to pull it downwind. Not many of the downwind pulls are landing in.
Another long line call here from the Flyers. There we go, hand is up. And so is the disc.
So we've got the
massive around there from Ted. Well known for that one.
Oh, beautiful.
Good pick up there from Luke.
So went Luke to Oscar. Oscar's kind of in the middle of the field at front of the end zone. Back to Luke. To Bill.
Great bid there from Santi. Recognise this player stopped attacking the disc and just
can't do that.
Drove past him.
Now this might be Sol Gun. No.
Oh.
I was going to be like, that's Sol Gunston's goal, but
well boxed out and blocked from by Hamish Mitchell there.
Another good D by Hamish. Didn't have to lay out for that one, but still very good. Yeah, you can't stop attacking that disc, otherwise the player will come and take that.
Oh, there's a call there.
It's been retracted. I don't even know what the call was. So we've got Oscar taking it at the front of the end zone. Going upwind, but the
Hamish cutting out of bounds there. Keith also. And the disc has just gone along there.
The flick. There's two of their players there. Hamish trying to do a 7
Patience. Oh, it's there.
No one's marking.
Hamish there in acres of space in the middle of the field.
Oscar with the disc again. Front corner.
Oh, beautiful around there.
Bambi, but just not in.
Waiting on that front cone.
Oh my God.
My word.
That was close. That was close. That was very sneaky. A little bit dangerous. Small push pass to the front of the end zone for Oscar to get the point. So I've got Baddix sharing some
very
wisdom.
good upwind hold there from the Flyers.
So it's now 11-7. They're still not completely
Keeps them
out
within
of this.
range. The Force did have a bigger fumble last year in Super League. Believe it was 11-5, I think it was.
And they lost that.
Lost on Universe.
Oh,
that was
no.
to the Riptide last year. Oscar was instrumental in that comeback. So can he lead his team to another comeback victory today?
That would have hurt. That would have 11. What did you say? 11-5, 11-6.
I think it was 11-5.
11-5.
If I remember
And then
correctly.
losing on Universe when you're up 11-5. That mentally
I think it
just
was,
hurts.
12-11 was the final score, I think.
That mentally just kills. That burns. That doesn't happen very often, but the fight from the team that does come back from that, huge mental effort.
Yes, and you can watch that stream if you go back through the archives on ULTI.TV. That will be there.
Pretty sure there's playlists of previous seasons. Wind picked up again, so Oscar with the disc. Gonna get ready to pull downwind. Again, this is where they need to
With a
get that
flatter
break.
pull there, and that looks out.
And that is out over to our crowd. Got the next team playing. We're sitting there watching.
Yeah, sideline is building.
So we've got Petrie walking to take the disc. I don't know if they've probably called a brick. Walking pretty,
Looks
pretty
like
slow.
another-
A zone.
Another zone being played.
We got Bambi deep. Maybe they don't think it's going to come there. Shortest man on the field is playing deepest.
Bambi's pretty dangerous in the air. He's smart as well.
There'll be a lot of time to read the disc if it goes up, to be fair, and that's probably where
Yeah, any disc that goes up,
Dan can read that.
the whole team will have enough time to get there. So
And Bambi can read the disc, so I think there's some double
the
key.
disc space call there, and he's tried to walk it out, and he's had to back down.
He called double team, so you can only have one player marking you, so the next defender has to be within further than 3 meters. So he just tried to step out 3 meters and realized it was probably more like 4. So
Oh, he's pushed head. In was called.
Rouge was so free, but throws a little hard going this upwind. We've got Petrie with the disc, looks to throw over. So we've got a classic pommy. I say love their pommy, so the 3 in the cup.
Oh.
Just couldn't get that one. Bambi to pick up the disc. We got the 2 Lukes in the handler space again.
Yeah, Oscar's
So
find the
Oscar.
disc in the middle of the field. That's always dangerous.
Does that have...
Oh, pressure. Enough pressure there from Dan. Don't think he got a touch, but
I think
his
he,
presence alone was enough.
I think he
So-
might have... No, he did have a touch.
Little touch.
He had a touch at the start. He didn't catch his D. So Johnny was nearly going to punish him.
Just enough of a touch to make Johnny fumble it and put it down to the ground.
So we got a reap.
There
Batting
you go.
stepping. Oh, wait, more
Oh.
than 3 meters.
Never mind.
He's like, you guys are so within 3 meters. Oh, no, it's more like 4. He was taking pretty small steps, but nah, it definitely wasn't double team on that one. I love when people get out the steps to confirm how far it is. So the zone's still happening.
Maybe should have brought this one out earlier. Seems to be holding the force in there. Just see a good inside from Addicts there. Nice
Robertson,
disc
middle of
movement to break the
field.
cup there. Bit of dribbling from Dan. Will we see another assist?
Or a goal. Dan in the middle of the field. Oh my word. Just casually
Yeah.
takes it in the field and does a
Oh.
somersault.
Bringing out the celebrations now.
Next time maybe a tumbling pass.
Not quite the Hamish Mitchell backflip, but we respect the effort.
I don't know. Somersault. A forward roll, somersault. On a cartwheel next. Who's going to bring out the cartwheel? That was my rookie.
Oh, I saw a cartwheel from Sol Gunston last week, so my money would be on him.
That's a good, it was my rookie challenge my first year. If I got a goal, I had to do a cartwheel in my first year. So pretty fun one to do. Some good celebrations in the end zone.
Yeah,
Well-
haven't seen enough celebrations this year in the Super League.
Seen a couple of disc spikes on fellow teammates and also opposition.
All
competitive.
friendly though.
Yeah, all competitive. Competitive friendliness. So we got, again, Petrie taking the disc from the complete other side of the end zone from where his team is. By him lonesome. Wonder if it's going to try and land in this time.
I'd imagine he's probably going to try.
He'll do the inside.
Big wind up again.
That's
Big
better.
high inside.
A lot better.
Looks like it's going to stay in right in that back corner there. That'll be
beautiful
tough work to get
ball.
out. He'll walk that to the front.
Slightly adjusted, put more shape from his previous pull. And yeah, worked very well. So we've got Oscar, middle of the field. The front of the end zone. Oh.
Not sure if that was a D or just a throwaway.
So could have had the Callahan.
By the sounds of it, it was a D.
So we've got Petrie.
Joe to pick up on the front of the end zone.
Wonder if
Keep your eyes on Dan.
they might be doing an ISO Battix.
As he just trucks him. Good footy.
To 10. Battix absolutely crushed Bambi.
And Joe has enjoyed that one. Had front row seat for that one.
Nearly took him for a ride. Jesus, that's completely bodied him.
Let's get a replay of
We
that
get a
from
replay.
Andy Battix.
You can't run through your player, Battix. Oh. Absolutely runs through Bambi. We got confirmation Bambi would have probably called the foul if he caught it, but kept him out of the contest.
That's good body positioning from Bambi. Keep that front position. Don't let him get the easy dishy off.
He was moving back, so he technically, it would have been a foul for Battix if it was called. He didn't just stand there. Good body positioning by Bambi. Battix just wanted that front corner and Bambi wouldn't give it to him. But they still got the goal. So it's now 13-7. Forces way.
Yeah, Forcer just walking away a little bit here.
Flyers will get a downwind O point, but running out of game time and also points for the Force to get, so gotta get this and then keep getting some breaks.
See another nice upwind pull from Joe there. Centers to Oscar. Keeps walking up. Massive travel.
Luke in the middle of the field with the disc. Looking to engage a dump. Goes to Keith. Then flicks to Bambi.
Oh, you got to throw that, Bambi. That's poor.
Bambi can huck. Don't see it often. And not.
And Johnny will throw it when maybe he should have held on to that one.
The shape looked okay at the start, but then it just did not come back as it kept going. So
wind just held that edge and stopped it from turning over.
So it nearly, where it comes out, was nearly closer to us.
I reckon about halfway.
He's rethinking about his throw as they're setting up.
Bambi should have thrown it the one before.
Bambi can flick huck. I've seen him do it before.
He had Luke streaking deep, and his player was nowhere to be seen.
Petrie with the disc, the inside flick to the middle. Oh,
Good
great
pick
grab.
up there, Rudy.
Couldn't grab it first time, got it the second time.
Rudy controlling the offense here.
Been away for a while, comes back, controls the game. Sam with the disc. Battix goes for the short one up the line, but goes to Petrie. Back to Sam. Bambi poaching a bit from Battix.
Rudy's found his way back into the game. Oh, that's up, that's up.
He wasn't completely happy with that, but it made
Oh,
it.
and a somewhat adventurous look.
I don't know. I think that was to a...
Santi known for his creative gameplay. When it turns out he is unstoppable, but sometimes you will just get the old one like that where it just doesn't quite work out.
Tried to do the inside flick.
And
to
Oscar will
Roberts.
huck it to Luke. Not quite the huck maybe he would have hoped for.
And going
Or
to
Hamish on Sol, and easy chest mark there. Nice put. Hamish had the front positioning and Luke just put it out. Oh, and Hamish is pulling out the cartwheel.
Oh, did I miss it?
You did.
I missed it. Oh, we even missed on the camera. There was a cartwheel, I can confirm. So we've seen a backflip by Hamish, a cartwheel by Hamish, and a roll by, who did the roll?
Dan Roberts.
Dan Roberts. So I don't know what's left. Maybe like a handstand or a worm. I want to see the worm.
Yeah, just put it out in front of Hamish and let him protect that front position. Sol had no chance there. Is good offense from the Flyers.
So they'll now Force have downwind. Really need to get this break to stay in this game. 13-8. And time cap has just been called. So it'll be finish this point +1.
It seems time cap was called previous
the
point.
previous point. So game to 14. It was called just before that point ended. So
Force have the downwind offense here, so it'll be a tough ask for it to go past this point.
we've got Oscar with the pull. This needs to be a huge point for the Flyers.
Yeah, they're going to make him work for it.
Just we'll have
Oscar
to
put a
be-
nice floating pull upwind. Give them plenty of time to run down.
I reckon we'll see some strong match here. Petrie.
And he'll want to
Maddox.
put it. Oh, he's getting excited.
Oh!
And another D for Hamish Mitchell.
Hamish slaps that
And
one
he
to the ground.
bursts deep. Ah.
So Johnny to Luke, Luke to Keith, and Keith goes up
In
to
front of Curtis.
Kleining, and they get the break.
Rudy throws the body, but just not tall enough there.
Game not over, so it's 13-9. Game to 14. Good break by the Flyers going upwind. Good cut by Curtis.
Yeah, just too short there, Rudy. Unlucky.
So Flyers are on D. This will be their opportunity to get a break. The Force are going upwind. Wonder if we'll see a zone. They've been doing zone past couple upwind points, so I wouldn't be surprised if they get out of zone again.
Yeah, I think we'll see the zone again. It's been working for them.
They'll get
Got them a
out.
couple breaks. Made the Force handlers work for it. Slowed down the offense.
Wonder if they'll do the pommy again or a different type of zone. I personally like the pommy when it's windy. Just crowds that under space a little more.
Who's got the disc? Is it? Oh no, Johnny's got the disc
Johnny's
for the
got
pull.
the disc. So Petrie's still standing nowhere near his team. So
There's
disc,
a nice high pull.
disc is up. Sam catches that one. Centers to
Get a
Maddox.
couple throws in before the defense sets.
Sam in the middle of the field. It's a match.
Things have dried up. We'll look to the handler movement.
We've got Petrie with the disc. Looks like a straight up Force at the moment. Dangerous player to be having the disc going downwind. Oh, great grab by Roberts.
Is it in? I don't think that was in.
There is a call.
Foul called.
Oscar has called another offensive foul. There'll be a discussion
Now, is that
as we get a
legitimate,
replay.
or is that just salty?
Oh.
Looks maybe a little bit salty.
But I'm going to say, what are we looking at? Nothing looks okay from...
Looks like Dan just took the space in the air early. Yeah.
He's calling
Called
an
injury as well.
Have an injury call. Oscar's finger. We couldn't technically see what happened to his inside arm. That was blocked by his body, but from our perspective, what we could see from the camera, doesn't necessarily look like a foul. So they're saying it's a turn.
A turn. So foul was accepted.
Did Roberts drop it?
No, he took the catch.
I don't know what happened there.
Foul must have been accepted then.
If the foul was accepted, the player should have had it, I believe. Shouldn't have started on the ground, but don't know. Well, maybe I'll watch that later. So we've got Luke in the middle of the field, demanding his team to go long.
Oh, good bid there from Hamish.
Hamish has to bid for that one, but couldn't
Just
get
too
there.
far out of reach.
I can crouch down.
We've got
And
Baddings.
Andy to pick up.
We're looking to huck it deep, but centers to Sam. Good undercut from Roberts.
Dan looking upfield.
Now nearly streaming deep.
Oh, Dan's
Sandy.
booking it to the end zone here. No.
Sol Gunston
held it.
looking it to the end zone. The swing to Ted. To Roberts in the middle of the field. Santi cuts front.
A bit
Tried to go for the cut across
too
the
much
front.
on that. Bit of a dad backhand there. Should have maybe pulled out the flick.
We've got Bambi picking up the disc. Sol Gunston on the mark. Looks like they're doing a straight up. Dan not looking to throw behind. Still looking upfield.
High stall here, and
High
that's
stall.
a good mark there from Sol.
Very high stall. Did not look back at all. He was adamant to throw that upfield, and it did not come off. Santi gonna get.
Santi will finish the game off with a lovely bid there.
Great layout by Santi to get that one. Oh, a little shot of
Sol loves it.
So that is game 14-9. Win by the Force.
Yeah, just that early charge that really took him ahead in this game. Put the Flyers really out of the contest.
Good
And as
comeback.
much of a fight back as they had, they could never really gain back that, 6-0 down?
Yeah, they did good to come back to what they did. Game got a little bit more exciting after, the first 6 points. Had a run. They nearly got 6 points in like 30-odd minutes. So, it was good comeback by the Flyers. Just couldn't get this one, but I think they should still be proud of the way they played. And, their last game of the season. My name is Chantel.
And I am Matt, and that is us for the first game.
Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the Riptide versus the Titans in like 10 to 15 minutes.
ULTI.TV.